Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. So you'll never guess who's back in the news. Our favorite reaction channel, SSSniperwolf. Now, as much as I don't want to talk about her again, this actually has nothing to do with the Jax Films situation, where essentially Jax Films was making a lot of videos on SSSniperwolf, criticizing her React content, and in retaliation, she decided to go to his house and dox him to her over 5 million followers over on Instagram. After all this went down, around a week later, YouTube decided to take action against her channel, in which she had her channel demonetized. And also after the situation, not a lot of people really like SSSniperwolf because quite frankly, she is a really big scumbag. And yeah, the situation happened almost a month ago, but as of recently, it looks like SSSniperwolf was accused of copying another creator's content. And I'll be honest here, that really isn't a big surprise to me that, she would be accused of, copying somebody else's content or stealing somebody else's content because of the other things that she's done in the past. Like, remember how she blew up playing Call of Duty? Well, if you guys weren't aware, she actually faked her gameplay, and it turns out her boyfriend or husband or whatever, Sausage at the time, was the one who was playing Call of Duty and the other video games that she was playing that she looked really good at. So yeah, it really doesn't surprise me that another creator has came out accusing SSSniperwolf of copying their content. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the situation. So how this all started was yesterday, nerdcity put out a video called SSSniperwolf Stole Her Life. And if we take a second here and look at the thumbnail, on the right, you can see SSSniperwolf and it says copy, and on the left you can see a creator who goes by the name of Azzyland and it says real. Now this video happens to be almost 40 minutes long, so I'm not going to go over it like the whole video in my video because I don't want to keep you guys for that long, but I will be showing some key moments from this video in my video just so you guys can understand what is going on and what the whole video is about. So as you guys may know, SSSniperwolf has 34 million subscribers on her channel, and if you guys were not aware, Azzyland has around 13 million subscribers. So there definitely is a little bit of a difference in terms of the subscriber gap and who is the bigger creator. But what if there is a reason that SSSniperwolf happens to be bigger than Azzyland? And what if it's because SSSniperwolf for the longest time has been ripping off another creator who happens to be Azzyland? That's essentially what nerdcity's video is about. On top of the fact that not only did SSSniperwolf copy Azzyland, but I don't know if SSSniperwolf was just jealous or something of Azzyland and what she was doing, or if it was because she felt really guilty about being called out for, being a clone of Azzyland, but she was actively trying to get rid of Azzyland, and she didn't want Azzyland to exist anymore. And in the beginning of this nerdcity video, nerdcity talks about his own instance in where he had somebody copying him with his neon glasses and like relatively the same music that nerdcity would use in his videos, and it was very clear that this channel that was copying nerdcity happened to take inspiration from nerdcity's channel, and it seemed like nerdcity really didn't care about it, and he didn't talk about it until he made this video with Azzyland where SSSniperwolf had taken inspiration from Azzyland's channel. And the whole reason why this video from nerdcity is called SSSniperwolf Stole Her Life was because quite frankly, SSSniperwolf was trying to be exactly like Azzyland, as you can see right here, and in the process while doing this, she didn't want Azzyland to exist. Like, I mean, at this point, if you gave an option for SSSniperwolf and Azzyland to like do a body swap with each other, SSSniperwolf would give you all the money in the world just to do it. It's just so creepy and weird, and just everything we've seen from SSSniperwolf ever since the start of her career just shows you how fake of a person she is.
You have the nightmare version of what I haven't experienced. What was it that crossed the line for you where it went from something that you could accept, like clearly there's this other female creator who thinks I'm cool, who's taking ideas from me, to something that started to mess with your head? Like, what was the difference for you?
I genuinely don't care about this. Like, anybody who knows me in real life, like, I share ideas, I like help them out. Like, I would even have sent her the Photoshop files as long as she was like nice about it. Like,
remember to always be yourself, unless you suck. Then pretend to be somebody else. And that's on Azzyland.
when this person started pointing fingers towards me and started bullying me and trying to bring me down.
How were they accusing you? Like, what did that look like from your side of things?
It was a lot of things. At the very beginning, it actually started off with none of that happening. It was just like a few mean tweets, which kind of painted us as like enemies when it didn't need to be like that. I don't have any enemies. So, and then it turned into taking every idea did well, but because they had more following than me, their video would just get more views.
Like, okay, I'll be honest here. The amount of copying that's going on here is just, it's a lot. It's crazy. And as much as people don't like getting copied and having somebody rip off their channel, it's like, I don't think that this is the biggest deal except for a few things, which I mean, frankly, these are the main things that make it copying, because I don't think the videos as they are like copies or whatnot. But seeing somebody's thumbnail for a video and just like switching it up a little bit, making like a few minor edits, like putting your own face on the thumbnail and whatnot, I feel like that is a little scummy, regardless if it breaks copyright law or not. And I can see why people are mad about this, specifically Azzyland. But to take it a step further and to try and make it look like the person you're copying from is the real villain and the real person in the wrong, and like they said in this video, to push a false narrative against somebody else is literally 10 times worse. Like, I just don't understand. How hard is it to be original? I mean, actually, I kind of take that back, because it's like reacting to other people's content and not really transforming the content like SSSniperwolf does isn't really too original, but at least make an original thumbnail. Like, it's not that hard. I do it every day for these videos that you're watching right now. Like, sure, I might be inspired to make a thumbnail a certain way because I thought it looked cool on somebody else's channel, but I try my very hardest to not rip off the other people, and I put effort into my thumbnails and even my video titles, and it only literally takes like 15 minutes at the max to make a new thumbnail without just totally ripping somebody else off. And also, regarding Azzyland's content, she does reaction content too, and I wouldn't say I'm really like the biggest fan of this sort of content, but I mean, at least she isn't a scumbag like SSSniperwolf, and I can assure you she does not deserve what is happening to her.
It's more than that. It's like, you don't deserve to live because you've stolen from this person and ruined their life. I'm like, I didn't do anything to their life.
The comments were that dramatic that they were telling you to like KYS and stuff.
Yeah, it was that. It's that. Copying is not a big deal. I feel like it doesn't become as big of a deal when you're an adult, but
it's also, the difference is Sniperwolf is telling them that it's a problem. So
yeah.
It's not just that these fans notice and they're organically being like, oh, I saw Sniperwolf's video first, and now I see Azzy's video, and this is the same. And they're reaching their own conclusion that you had copied her.
What is your opinion on, okay, let's talk about this person, since a lot of people ask me about her. Does she copy me? And a lot of people think she is me. Today we're gonna be rating my lookalikes. Wait, hold up. These videos look familiar. I'm gonna have to give that one a 5.
She created the narrative that you had cloned her, when it was the other way around.
Like, I could only imagine just going to your audience and telling them that this person is copying and stealing from you, and then your audience starts believing that, and then they go over and they start hating on this other creator, in which it turns out the other creator happened to be the victim. Like, I'm honestly just really surprised that SSSniperwolf has any fans still. Like, that's just really crazy that SSSniperwolf is going as far as to try and get rid of this creator and try to ruin them, making it seem like Azzyland is the bad person who is stealing from SSSniperwolf, when it's the other way around. Like, who does that? And also, coming up here in the video, they go on to talk about how SSSniperwolf stole Azzyland's accent, and Azzyland had to go as far as to just stop using the accent. This accent happens to be the Toronto accent, and this accent is from Canada, and believe it or not, Azzyland is from Toronto, Canada. It's just so unbelievably weird. Like, there have been some times back then when I was really into a creator who I was watching, and they inspired me to get into content creation and whatnot, but you didn't see me literally just copying everything about them, did ya? No, because that's just fucking weird. Like, why? This is literally mental illness.
And when I finally watched some Azzyland content, I was like, there it is. That's the voice.
We don't care what you are. We don't care if you're not even the same species.
Wait, they got a house? Why are they so angry all the time? This girl does sound like her. She's trying to talk like her. And then she's gonna act surprised like, oh, they thought I was her? But you were inspired by her.
And with Sniperwolf, it was this bizarre affectation that threw me off so much that I made a montage out of it. Like, what the hell is that impression?
The Toronto accent gotta be the worst accent known to man.
You lying!
Yeah, what you saying, fam?
I just want to know why people from Toronto sound like they're talking through their nose.
Yeah.
Shorty's just talking shit.
And it's you.
Now, for the last part of my video, and the last thing that I felt like I had to include in my video, is SSSniperwolf on Twitter has made a response to this video. She quoted Dexerto and said, I have a backup of videos and screenshots before she changed the thumbnails to make it look like I copied her. I have proof she copied my thumbnails, SEO, the way I speak, the jokes I make, the way you're trying to manipulate this this is fraud. Now, okay, if you have a backup of videos and screenshots to back your claim that she changed the thumbnails to make it look like, you know, you were copying her, why would you say this and not just show proof, like straight up proof to this, like right there in that tweet, right there, the quote tweet? Like, I don't get it. And also, how do you copy SEO? Like, okay, if I take tags from another video, I'll be honest here, you're really gonna complain about that? Literal fucking tags that anybody is allowed to use or rip and whatever. Like, it's not like you're stealing a thumbnail from somebody else and just putting your face on it like that. You're literally just taking tags. Who cares? I mean, how do you copy SEO? Please tell me how. The way I speak. In literally every video of yours, you're doing this accent, which is literally the Toronto accent, right? And you live in California, and where are you from? The United Kingdom? I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, it really doesn't make too much sense to me. And the jokes I made. What jokes did you make? Every video I've ever seen of yours literally is not funny. And I don't see why anyone would want to just like steal your quote unquote jokes. She goes on to reply to herself saying, I have screenshots of you uploading the same video as me minutes after I upload multiple on occasions. I mean, dude, this doesn't even make any sense. Like, make it make sense. This doesn't, what's going on here? Okay, so SSSniperwolf puts out a video, and then 10 minutes later, Azzyland puts out this video, and it pretty much has the same title. And the reason why I don't get it is because it was uploaded 10 minutes after SSSniperwolf uploaded her video. And as far as I'm aware, you cannot put out videos that fucking fast. So there's something really weird going on here. And I really wouldn't be surprised if this was like Photoshop or something. And it looks like somebody replied to SSSniperwolf in which they said, fact check, you used fake screenshots. I mean, go fucking figure. SSSniperwolf is a piece of shit. And at this point, am I even surprised? Like, this is beyond crazy. I just can't. She's trying so hard to look like the one who's been wronged here, but she's been the person wronging Azzyland for the longest time. Absolutely ridiculous. The fact that you can just go on a video and lie about everything is insane to me. Well, okay, SSSniperwolf, you know what's funny to me is that you'll go out of your way to like manipulate the images to try and make it look like she did copy off of you instead of the other way around. Like, you're not fooling anybody. But yeah, I guess besides that, this is just another thing that SSSniperwolf has done to another creator so that she can have the best career and whatnot and be the most successful, despite the fact that she is a really bad person, in my opinion, who will go as far as to dox another creator and who will also go on to claim that another creator is copying them when it actually turns out that she was the one who was doing it to the other creator. And I mean, it's like, what more do I have to say about SSSniperwolf? But besides that, I think I'm going to wrap up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you thought that this was a good video, make sure you leave a like on the video because doing so will help it in the algorithm so more people will see the video. If you're new to the channel and you like the video, make sure you subscribe. And if you had any questions, comments, concerns, or opinions about anything, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section down below. And yeah, my name is Breone and I will see you in my next video. Peace.